Hey, everybody. How's it going? Let me, make sure that hey, everybody. Okay, good. So, it's making sure my, so it's set up like I know it looks different probably on your screen. Yeah, I'm so small. Yes, this is alive. It looks different because for some reason on YouTube, when you do your streams like this, they go in the shorts or the feed where people can swipe and you get like a lot more views. So it's a little experiment. I can't use it over on the other channel because its screen's too small. But if I'm just going to be talking and stuff, I know you hate it. But if you press the little thingamajig, like the thing that makes it full screen, or if try that, you might like the view better. I know you guys hate it. But it gets like a million times more views. It's crazy. Like that video, I'll probably stop doing it since you guys don't like it. Well, the last one I did on here that did that, gosh, it was crazy. And that's why we had all those new people coming in here. But if you hit the enter full screen thing, I think it's better. Hell, let me pull it up on my other phone. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still. It's not that bad. Yeah, see, it puts you, if you swipe up, you can go to the next stream. Like, see how I'm in a feed? Like, you can just go swipe if you're on a mobile device and you can go on to the next one and see. That's why you get a lot more views because it puts you in the feed and people will stop when they're going by and be like, oh, what's this about? Ziggy? Oh, who is that? And they'll stop and chill for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with it. It looks fine on a phone. I think if you guys change the, some of you need to change the screen majig. I'm going to pull this up on my computer though. Switch devices. Enter studio. Here we go. There we go. So I think I got Okay, cool. It still lets me I'm in a feed if you swipe. So we will see like a lot different names and stuff. I don't have it on subscribers only right now, but I might change that in a second. We'll see. I hate it on, I hate Restream altogether. But once I can, I'll be going back to StreamYard once I can afford it. So it's not, this isn't like a permanent thing. I'm just doing a little experiment. On the other channel, I won't be using this format at all because it's too small for looking at the cards and stuff. I don't know though. It looks about the same on my phone. I mean, it's different but the same. Hi, see, we got our first question, guys. We got our first question. See how I told you we're going to get a lot of people, new people? Yes, Jacob, we're here to answer your questions. What's your question? Hold on, I have to let certain people know I'm live because that's what we're here for. Answer your questions. Okay, I just sent it to a bunch of people. What's Jacob's question? Do I like bouncy houses? I've never really been in a bouncy house. Well, maybe. Bouncy house. When you highlight, you can't read the comments. Let me see what happens when on my phone when I look. Let me see how it looks on my screen. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because it covers comments. That's weird. That is weird. Huh. That's weird. That is strange. They need to come up with a different format for that, for sure. Yay! Thank you, Luminous. She just sent a Cashapp. Thank you so much. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. What do boobs do in a bounce house? I'm guessing they bounce. But if you're trying to be funny, you're failing, Jacob. We need you to step up your game a little bit more. I'm sorry, RJ. I know. It's Restream. And okay, thank you, honey.
But it kind of looks weird because I put that couch over here and it kind of looks weird like I expected. But
well, that's cool.
Change is nice.
Yeah. Bandit's scared of you. He doesn't want to go out there.
He was just begging to come out here.
Hey, sweetie. Caitlin's she should be an interior decorator. She likes to move things around and make things look. She changes around her room all the time. Ew, Jacob. Don't be a prevert. No, it is me, RJ. I put it in this format because look, if you're on a phone, you can swipe to the next stream And because of that, you get a lot more views. It's a new thing I learned. I'm just trying to see if it actually does make a difference in like um the ad revenue. What's tonight's show about, Tim? Well, we're answering your questions. So we're here to answer questions. Yes, you can. You can handle it. You guys hit the screen. Hold on. When you hit the video, it's fine. What's wrong with it? It's just new and it looks weird for you. She does sound just like me, right? You can't scroll while watching? Oh, I see what you mean because it covers the screen. Well, you can scroll. Yeah, you can just scroll it if you don't hit the chat box. What's the capital of Thailand? Bangkok. Is that it? Did I get the answer right? Look, Crooked Arrow got the answer right. So Fred, yeah, he does do working as a, yes, he does do some, he's been working for a neighbor guy, doing some work for him. But Fred does legitimately have some, his body's been through a lot. What did I say that? I mean, a ridiculous amount of broken bones, struck by lightning, shot. And I've seen proof of it all. I know it's crazy, but I've never even had it. For somebody like me who's never even had a broken bone, it's crazy to me. I have had, if you're on your phone, save this live to a playlist, exit out and watch it from your playlist. It looks more normal then. If you're on your phone, save this live to a playlist. I know, wait, what? I'm excited. Oh, I see, flicking what you mean. How do you save it to a playlist? Okay. Let me see. Oh. Put it in watch later. Done. Okay, and go to playlist. And then let me see. How do I go to my watch later playlist? Videos. I see the playlist button, but I don't see. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I still don't see it when I look through my playlist. That's weird. I don't know. Yeah, it's still live if you save it, but you just go through and I'm trying to figure out how you pull it up from your playlist, because I see the playlist tab. And I'm just trying to figure out for you guys. Scrapping metal. Hey, Diana. I don't think he scraps, really. Save this live to a playlist, exit out, and watch from your playlist. It looks more... That's what I did, but I don't... Save to playlist. Oh, okay, let's put it in favorites. Let's do that. Okay. Let me see here now. Oh, yes. Okay, let me look now. Oh, shit, it does! It just makes the screen... It does look normal like that. Save it to your, save it to playlist, and then go to your playlist and open it. I know it's an extra step. Oh, Holland cars. Okay. I thought you meant like strip, like, well, yeah, I guess so. Good job, Ziggy. Yay! I did it. Okay. So when you go, so hit. Okay. So under where it says Ziggy Hill, you'll see the like, share, report, clip. The far right, hit save. And then add it to, I just clicked all of them because I had to watch later and favorites options. I just put both and click done. And then I go to my profile, where it said it will show. Then I exit out of this live and I go to my profile on Facebook where it says home, videos, shorts, live, playlist. Click the playlist tab and then click the playlist that you saved it in, which I have a favorites one, it says. And then under there, I click on it and yeah, it looks more normal. It has the chat more normal for you guys. If you like it better, so you can see it. Just the only difference is that then how it normally looks on here is that's so much better. Okay, RJ figured it out. And see, and then when we let me see what happens when I click something on the screen. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah. See, it works a lot better, but of course, a lot of people are going to have a hard time figuring out how to do it, but it's easy. Oh yeah, me and Justin are good now, and everybody's good. It was a huge freaking cluster F, and just completely just blown out of. It was what made it so much worse was people going over there and just making them think it was, it just, but it's good now, and I just don't want to really talk about it much anymore because it just keeps it going. But that is why the lives are private, his and mine, because there's no need for that to be out there. And I know that people, of course, there's these losers. They don't miss a fucking stream of me or Justin's. So if you missed it and you really want to see what happened, the whole thing, this loser, Tragedy Pimps Exposed, she's going to restream it all. I mean, I was on for hours. And it was only at the very end of it. So I guess they're going to watch the whole thing. They have no lives. And they're going to watch Justin's too and sit there and, I guess, laugh at people's pain, I guess. So I guess if that's something you enjoy, head over there. It wasn't even, you guys, it's been blown into something so much bigger. It was at the time, it sucked because it was like, what the hell is happening? It just, but it's good now. I know Justin's a very understanding person, and he understands that people are human, and sometimes, like, I mean, we've never had something like that happen between me and Justin. So, sometimes things happen in friendships and you have to handle it. And we figured it out. I'm sorry that anybody. Yeah, see, that was a really tough one because but people like both of us, and yeah, that was really difficult one. But it's never going to be like, well, me and him will never be fighting, so you guys never have to worry about that. It won't ever, because he's not like that. He's not one to attack people and just go after people day after day. And I'm not either. I just give the energy that people give me. And he has better things to do than sit there and talk shit 24/7. You know? Right, Heather? My stomach, did you guys hear it? Holy moly, that was loud. Justin does not talk bad about anybody. He does not. I mean, as far as, he's just, I know he doesn't talk bad about me. And behind my back or online, it's okay if he disagrees with me on some things or is worried about certain things. It's normal. You're not going to always agree on things. But he doesn't talk bad. I've never had somebody come to me and be like, oh, Justin said this about you or said that about you. But with everybody else, yeah. Happens all the time. Oh, this person said this, screenshot after screenshot, and spit in your mouth. Ew. He is, Brooklyn. Well, that's if they go after him, Heather. He He's not going to pick on somebody out of nowhere. He's not like that. And that's, it takes a lot for him to go back at somebody. The best thing to do is try to ignore it. But I know these people, they just refuse to let you ignore it. You know, they would have to really, really make sure that you see things and they affect you. And who do I think PG is? She's either a Kathy, was it Marsha, or is it not Marsha? I'm thinking I'm getting it. Or what's the other one? People really think she's a Kathy, and I think the reason why it's been so confusing is because I believe that she has sisters that are her age, and I think like right around her age, I think she has like 2 or 3 sisters, and I'm pretty sure we're confusing some of them for her. Like Kathy, maybe that really is her. But you remember that one time when I put out that, what was it, Marsha, or God, I can't freaking, Martha. There you go. You think Dale Terry? That would be crazy, Brooklyn. You think Kathy is her sister? Yeah, and there's the Martha, and there's one other one. Martha, when I showed that Martha thing, man, she really freaked out and then had the person on her panel like that. It was crazy. How would that even happen? Some random person just shows up out, like, and all of a sudden this person is connected to the Summer Wells community. You know what I mean? It really feels like, I really feel like the person that came on my panel that one time and was trying to call me out and say, you know, they weren't prayer guarded and not to stop talking about their grandma or mom. I don't know. And then she came on with some lady. I believe the lady she came on with was prayer garden's sister. And I absolutely believe that girl that was on my panel that one time, and then that ended up over on prayer gardens, like immediately after, that just so happened to be big into the Summer Wells case. You know, it was a name I found doing research. Or actually, somebody contacted me and told me that they knew who Prayer Garden was, that they used to live with her, and that they're terrified of her. And that if found out that it was them that told, that she would just make her life a living hell. She was scared of her, absolutely terrified of her. And she said she is Martha, and she lives in Virginia, but has family in Kingsport, goes to Kingsport a lot. And that she's a horrible person, was what she was saying, a liar. And I looked into the name, and it really looked legitimate. I looked at the pictures. I wish I could find some. I didn't save some of those pictures for some reason, but they're on my past videos. I mean, and they really look like it would be her. There's this one where she has real short hair, and there's like, I mean, it just really looks like her. It looks like it would be her. The voice just matches and everything. And she flipped when I brought that out. And how is this random person just end up in my chat or on her chat like immediately when I put it out, like immediately. And then come to find out this person has like Summer Wells like posts everywhere. This Shannon person, that's I guess her, I believe is her niece or daughter-in-law. And she has a mouth just like Prairie Garden. But I mean, that really, really bothered. I think there was something to that. I really, truly do. I don't know if she is specifically Martha, but I absolutely believe that was her family. Absolutely. This time last year, she was moving into a new home, another state. Oh, yeah. So I think that from what it seems like, I think she did move to that area, Kingsport area or Knoxville. Yeah, we found out that she has family in Knoxville, which is odd too. So it's just strange altogether if that's who she is. And then to find that they have posts where they're sharing that Shannon girl who said, "Oh, to leave her." I think she said mother-in-law. She said she was her daughter-in-law, this woman, and that she's not Prairie Garden and to leave her alone. How did she just randomly end up in my chat? Like when I mentioned the name, this random person, and then like 5 minutes later is up on Prairie Gardens like panel. Like you've got to be kidding me. And those people, that the Shannon girl, whoever it was, like she has posts where she's sharing like the true going missing or running away a couple years before Summer went missing. It's weird. And it's important, Prairie Garden thinks that people deserve to know about me and the whole what happened between Fred and Laura and stuff. She said, "Oh, they deserve to know." Well, don't you think we definitely deserve to know why the hell you knew Allie before Summer went missing and you haven't freaking you hit it? And then come to find out, I remember in the beginning when she would she would get really mad when people would mention H. I remember. And then, come to find out she started having Allie on her panel and all that stuff. I absolutely believe she knew Allie before Summer went missing. And I want to know how and why she lied to the community. What is Whistle looking for? Oh, please eat. Did you get an Airbnb, Whistle, or a hotel? What is weird is that she's actually contacted Dawn, and I know. I absolutely believe that she had something with Dawn at some point, or maybe still does. I absolutely believe that she was a third party. It comes up in my cards all the time, and I know a lot of people don't believe in that stuff, but I'm just saying, it's with the evidence we've seen and how she's acted and stuff, it's not far-fetched at all. I mean, people already thought something weird, and there's people that I've talked to that swear, and these are people, and some of the people I trust, that swear that she sent Dawn lingerie pictures. You need to go to Pals or Bojangles, I guess. Pals is it's like kind of famous in the area. That's where everybody told me to go when I first, what the locals told me to go to was Pals. Dawn calls her Kathy Morrison Cemetery, which is odd. You know, there is a Morrison, and that's the thing Fred mentioned. There's a Morrison, is she related to the Morrisons in that area in Beech Creek? There's the Morrison Cemetery. That's where Dawn's parents are buried. Odd. No, Dawn's parents are in Bowser Cemetery. Who's in Morrison? Fred's parents are in Morrison. I think is what I'm getting it confused because I know Bowser is the one that Bowser is is Dawn's parents. But yeah, there's absolutely a Morrison Cemetery. And it makes you wonder. Yeah, it's like right there. Were they right? I've never seen the pictures flicking. Oh, really? Somebody's supposed to be supposedly making a video to prove her relationship with Dawn Wells. Hopefully, it's about time. If anybody has anything like that, I would have hoped that they would have already put it out because it's like kind of a big deal considering he's the father of Summer Wells. And, Prayer Garden's on here acting like she's an advocate for Summer Wells and like the number one advocate. Well, if you need to be honest, Prayer Garden, where you came from. It's always something different. Well, I know where Dawn's mom is because I've been there before, and it's definitely Bowser. Oh, I have those pictures. This Kathy Morrison, but I have other pictures too. I need to find the video. Maybe I privated it because I was trying to be. And I used to have the TikTok. Yeah, that's right. I had a TikTok. Hold on. Mm. Can I not see? Where? Dang it. I think I deleted it. Trying to think where else it could be. I mean, hold on. Let me look at past streams. Past lives. search in my channel. Let's put PG. Was it, you said is it Martha? Let me see here. No, I'm not going, Penny. I can't. Hey, Lolly. I know. I definitely have them somewhere, but let me look back in see how far back it would have been. I don't know how far back it would have been when I called her out about it's probably private now, but as soon as I find it, I'm trying to find it so I can play it real quick. Okay, I'm back in October of last year. We'll put that there. Just give me 1 second. Sorry. What happened? Is Tiffany Marie even? Is she still on? Like, I haven't heard anything about her forever. see. I think it was before Fred went to jail, so, and I'm getting to around that time. I can't, I'm live.
Come on, a minute. Come on, a minute.
Do. And I'm back in March of 2023. Oh, shit. I think I found it. I think I might have found it. Let's see here. What's this one? Is this one about Prayer Garden? I don't. No, that's not Prayer, but this one is. Okay. All right. Let's share here. Sorry about that. I know it's small, but I wanted to show you guys
teen non-wobbly
that I believe is her or her sister. I actually believe this is really her, but so here's where I'm showing proof that she was in 2018. Hold on, here we go. Here, let me go ahead and show them. What the hell, dude? What the hell, dude? These are posts by Patricia and Dean in 2018. I'm only showing these because this is True should be almost 18 now, or if not 18. But there's tons of posts here that Prayer Garden posted in 2018 for True Mulaney and Allison. WTF. That says the same one as the same as what I just read. Here, so thank you, Prayer Garden. We will.
You want to blag and run your mouth so much.
Okay, go ahead.
Talking compared to prayer.
Go ahead, Leah.
Enough, dumbass.
Go ahead.
And look, boom, her Facebook. Oh my God!
I know. I've been on the Facebook. I've been on it. That's what I was sent.
Yeah, it's how you're stealing my pictures, and you should stay off my Facebook page.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I was sent them. You can private your
I
I don't
Facebook
know what
now.
you're talking about, but
They even
All
posted
right,
pictures.
bye,
of
bye.
Facebook.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you coming up here. I don't know. It does look like her, but okay. Hey, your camera's on. Do you want it on? That is not her.
Garden. So go ahead and let it be seen.
yeah, I don't know anything. People better quit lying on me.
That's not even the same person.
Yes,
Is this
that's
the
the
same
pictures
lady?
y'all been using. Yes, it is.
It is. It's the same picture. I might just got older and sicker.
You want me to show you her Facebook while I'm sitting here since you want to blag and run your mouth so much?
Have you guys not been able to hear me? Or did you guys? Oh no, I was muted. Oh shit. I was trying to do this in hopes that you could see the picture better by going like this. But it's not. Dang it. So I was just sent this picture and that looks a lot like the lady on the left. I don't know if the person wants me to tell who sent this picture, but she looks freaking very much like this lady on the left. And this lady on the left looks very much like this lady on the right. Is it all the same person, or are they sisters? You guys, I'm telling you, these are her family. I'm telling you. You guys, there's no way they end up on her panel seconds after I put it out there. Like, there's no way, unless she knew them. If you guys knew how it went down, you would seriously. This right here, that looks a lot like that. This could be a sister. That looks a lot like that girl on the right. Now, if we saw her ears better, that would really help us. But I saw pictures of that girl on the left with the short hair. Tons of different pictures. And she had long hair at one time, just like that picture I just showed that I was sent. This girl on the left. She claimed she claimed she had cancer. And there was pictures of her with longer hair at one time. So, is it the same person in all three pictures? Is it sisters? Who is these people to Prayer Garden? They have to be somebody, guys. I'm not going to take that it's just some random. It has to be her family. These people have Prayer Garden shit, or not prayer. They're following Prayer Garden. They're following Sissy Bible. They have Summer Wells shit all over their social medias. And you're going to tell me a random person contacted me and told me they were roommates with Prayer Garden at one time and that they knew who she was and they're terrified of her, and that Prayer Garden cannot know it was her because she's that terrified. She told me the name of that Patricia. I looked it up. And oh my God, there was this Patricia account sharing things from 2019 of Allison Harrison. There was Summer Wells shit all over their social medias. And the younger girl that I was just showing that came in chat that was yelling, saying that, to stop talking about her mother-in-law and that she wasn't PG. Now, that girl that was on camera with the older lady, the one on the right, when she talked, obviously it was not Prayer Garden because Prayer Garden has a very distinctive voice. So that, I absolutely believe Prayer Garden has sisters that look very similar to her. Last year butterfly release. Hey, Judy. Yeah, and so that's why I'm saying, look at those. How does she talk about white boy? Everybody in her family has ears like that. And she's going to talk about white boy? She's a hypocrite. I would tell her prove it that it's not her, that this isn't her sisters and she's using their names and all kinds of stuff. She did. This person reached out to me, it was like a year and a half ago. And I've been trying to find that conversation to see because I can't find it. I went looking for it. I'm like, but now that I know the date of this video, I might be able to find the conversation, because this was the date is February 22nd of 2023. So I would have been contacted probably right before then. So maybe I can use that reference to see if I can find the conversation. The person blocked me. She acted, I'll show the conversation. I'll cover any type of personal info just to show you guys what she was saying. I hope I can freaking find it. It should still be there. But it's good to know. So February of 2023, I'll look for that tonight. And if I find it, I will share it tomorrow, I promise. It would have been February of 2023. Crimes. She said that she was roommates with her, that PG lived in Virginia, but might move to Kingsport, or she definitely said she had family in Kingsport and that she goes to Kingsport a lot. I'm not muted now, am I? This is her family. This is definitely her family. I'm telling you. Ishkababo. Ishkababo. I like that name. How would Daisy know? Oh, why would Daisy know? Like, exactly. She's trying to figure it out just like any of us. Trust me, I've dealt with programming shit before Daisy. I looked into her and researched a lot. If we knew for a fact who she was, Daisy, it wouldn't be a mystery. If you had absolute proof, nobody would be having, it wouldn't. Her real phone number? And it comes up Kathy Morrison, right? That's why I think this is her sister. I think these could be two different people in this picture. Just sisters, or it could be the same person. The Kathy Morrison that I've looked into, she has several sisters around her age. In their upper 50s and into their 60s. There is a Martha, something about a Martha, Patricia, Kathy. Martha, Patricia, and Kathy, I think, are the three names. Well, I think it's funny that she talks crap about white boy, To me, her voice looks exactly like it would be the lady on the left. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that's her. And then I think that a lot of these, I guarantee, she even talks about having sisters. Prayer Garden has many times talked about her sisters.
through her husband, Billy. I know, they do talk about Fred. You do talk about Fred like he's a monster. I understand that you don't like Prayer Garden as well, but Fred is not responsible for Summer Wells and at all. I mean, he's trying to help. It's quite the opposite. Doesn't make sense why you're so fixated on him. But, you know, as long as you're not talking shit about me, I'm going to leave you alone, you know? But I just, or Fred, but I have been hearing that you're still saying things about Fred, which is, I mean, if you believe that, you believe that, but you don't know him like I know him. You haven't done the research that I have. I've been down there several times. I've talked to him for almost 3 years. I've talked to many people surrounding this case. There would be there would have been things by now that would have contradicted. I'm not a dumb person. I know I can be very gullible and naive at times, it seems, but it's been a long, long time. And by now I can be gullible and naive at the beginning. It wouldn't be 3 years later, me still, you know, having the same feelings. Do, 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 do. But yeah, her phone number does go back to it when I looked at it too. Back in the day, it did say Kathy, but the thing is, she's you. I don't know. She had to give Benny her home number, or no, she must have several different cell phone numbers. She's a straight up scam artist. The only That's weird. Harlan. Well, I was talking to somebody today about Pruitt once again. He thinks a bear got Summer Wells. That is his belief. He will not. He's dead set in that. If you have information, go to TBI because it's more than likely not going to go anywhere because Pruitt is convinced it was a bear. And Lawson is not over. Lawson doesn't do anything with the case. He's just the one that gets all the props and accolades when things go well. But he also gets the bad side of it too when it doesn't. Even though it's not him, he's not the detective on the case. He's just, the sheriff, the face. And I'm telling you, I can guarantee he's afraid to tell the public because he knows he will get hate. He knows that people will be pissed the hell off. Just saying, I'm telling you guys. I know this for an absolute fact. So if I would go to TBI. The only reason why Fred went to Hawkins County with his information recently is because he had to go there anyways to pick up paperwork that his probation officer needed. So while he was out there, he decided to turn it in out there. since he was there and let them see his phone and stuff. Pruitt and Lawson weren't available, so it was other detectives. But the plan from the start was to contact TBI if we ever got any type of information, because Pruitt believes a bear got Summer, 100%. No way. Yeah, there would be evidence of a struggle. There would have been more than one person that heard screams. You guys, if a bear got a child, can you imagine the screams? There would be some kind of blood evidence, some kind of clothes, something. But we've got nothing. How far could a bear of, I mean, yeah, they could take her far, but it's, right, Jennar? Yeah, a bear, and that, I'm telling you, I promise you that's what Pruitt thinks. Lawson and I don't know, there are caves, but there's been a lot of caves checked and stuff. And the bears out there, from what I hear from locals, are not like, they're not just gonna, I don't, unless you're like messing with their young or something, or try. And Cinderella, you're uneducated. You're the one saying certain people are honest, that we are, you're trying to gaslight us when we know better. So bye. Coming in here and telling my chat that they're uneducated, you are the uneducated one. You're putting a bunch of stuff in here that is really illogical. I'm just saying. And I've seen it over and over again. So yeah, don't offend the people in my chat and say they're uneducated. You're uneducated. You're the minority. And there's a reason. Pruitt just doesn't want to deal with it. In my opinion, he doesn't, from what I'm hearing, he just doesn't want to deal with it. He's afraid what he's going to uncover. I just don't feel like he wants to deal with it. That's what I hear. That's what people are telling me. I don't know. Which is sad. He's so convinced an animal got her, he won't look into anything else. Is what I'm hearing. He doesn't think Candace and Dawn had anything to do with her disappearance whatsoever. He said he doesn't think they're good people and stuff, and that they shouldn't but they shouldn't get the boys back. But he's convinced. I don't know if it's convinced or if that's just what he wants to tell himself, because it's just too deep or too much work for a small town detective. I don't know. Yeah, there's people in here that have all different kinds of education and in all different kinds of areas. And there's people here that have worked with animals their whole lives. While it's possible that a bear got Summer, it is absolutely not probable, in my opinion. Because there would be evidence. Poor Chloe didn't know we were alive. Hold on. Let me We're English, somebody. Do you know? Yeah, there's caves all over the. I mean, I don't personally. I mean, I haven't been out there looking in caves and stuff, or out there walking around in the woods. But yeah, Fred does. Of course, I mean, he grew up there he lived there his whole life. I know, Brooklyn. They stay on Bays Mountain. Is there any drag marks, fur, blood, any scent a dog could follow? Sounds like a lot of flicking bullocks, right? Why didn't Candace take the opportunity to speak on behalf of her missing daughter? Camershire, yeah, exactly, or not. She should have taken the opportunity to speak on behalf of her daughter. I'm so sorry, Chloe. I felt bad. I sent it to your Facebook. I'm pretty sure I did. Sorry, guys. I missed chat earlier and stuff. I was trying to find this video, so I could show you guys. And this, what happened that day. And this was just, I came on, it was the first time I had mentioned this person's, who I believe Prayer Garden was, or who I was being told Prayer Garden was, by somebody who claimed to be an old roommate of hers in Virginia. And she acted terrified. The name this lady came up on my panel right here.
The print-on-demand tool that can take your business to the next level. If you're an experienced graphic designer, you're probably tired of the content.
This lady came up on panel claiming to be the person in question. She sounded nothing like Prayer Garden. And then there was another girl who claimed that comes on with her here in a
Yes,
second,
that's
right
a
here.
good.
Her who claimed to be the daughter-in-law of that older lady. I think that is Prayer Garden's sister. Right here. I believe this is Prayer Garden's sister. I would bet money on it. I would bet money on it. So yeah, you remember Luminous, how crazy these people ended up on my chat in my chat out of nowhere. And when I looked into who these people were, they had Summer Wells stuff everywhere. They were following, Prayer Garden, big fans of Prayer Garden. It's just strange. And then they ended up over on Prayer Garden's panel like seconds later after coming on my panel. Like, what the hell? How did Prayer Garden get a hold of these people so fast within like seconds of them being on my panel? It really, I'm hold on. Hold on. Yeah, how did they end up on my panel seconds after?
Look at all that stuff I did. You should go. I want you to come see now. Please pause. I want you to come see what I did. You'll be so impressed.
All right, guys. Caitlin wants us to see
us.
Okay, well, I won't show everybody. Hold on, let me mute. She wants to show me. She wants to brag about something. All right, let's see. 1 second, guys. It looks really good. She rearranged the whole living room and the room where I kept product and stuff like that. She picked it up and it just looks so much better. That was nice of her. She loves that stuff. She loves like arranging things. She does her room's like the coolest room in the house. What about the I know, Jasper. I'm telling you, and people are so set, but it's very possible she could still be Kathy. I'm not saying she's not Kathy. I'm just saying this is, in my opinion, her family. And my guess is she'll probably have them on her panel tonight. I can like predict her behavior. They'll just magically end up on her panel. And because, Perder is not going to pass up a good chance for some views. But I need to find that conversation and show you guys so you guys can decide what you think about what the person said and stuff. But she acted so terrified and she like begged me not to to be super careful about what I said and stuff. And she was like freaking terrified of her. It's crazy, which I can see why, because she's relentless. PG will not give up. I mean, she just freaking goes and goes and goes. And I've never had somebody so, I swear, and I'm not exaggerating, I've never had somebody seem so scared to give me info as this woman was. In the last 3 years, I've never had somebody so scared to tell me something and terrified of the consequences of what could happen to her. She was freaking, I can't even put into words how scared she acted. She said she seemed afraid that Prayer Garden would be able to figure out who she was. I know, right? It is almost exactly how it just, and then the pictures, like, and guys, the house that these people, I mean, it looked like they were living in Don Will's like house, like back before pre summer missing. Like that's how it it wasn't Don Will's house. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the condition. I mean, there was, yeah, but I don't want to judge people for that. I'm just saying, like, it's really strange because PG has said some really nasty things about people, including even Dawn and Candace when it benefits her the most. And she said things about their place and acts like she's like this best like housekeeper and stuff. Oh my God. Have her show her place, the inside of her place. Let's see. She could absolutely, how easy would it be for Prayer Garden to prove that she is not who we think she is? It would be so easy. But she's scared of something. Because she knows. It's over when we figure out who she is. She knows it. Because she's been lying to the whole community. The Martha one I don't know where I got the name Martha. I think I got it from when I looked into the relatives of who I was told she was. Mm. Oh, yeah. Fred said he's seen that woman before, and he can't freaking think of where he's seen her. The one with the short hair and the one with the bigger ears, which they look. I don't know. They all could be the same person. He said he's seen her before. He can't freaking picture. He can't figure out where he's seen her. Who is she? That's what we're talking about. Like I think this is, if those two are the same person, I think that's that this is her sister. if they're the same person. I believe that she has 2 or 3 sisters around her age. And yeah. I know Don won't freaking, he calls her Kathy, so I don't know. And like I said, Fred mentioned that there is the Morrison Cemetery. And if she have relatives in that area, Morrison Cemetery is just right across from Beach Creek or from Ben Hill Road, I believe. It's right around there somewhere. It's right. It's not far. She did accidentally call herself Kathy one time on my panel. I wish we could find, I pulled that up here. It was probably, was it in this live that I did it when she accidentally called herself Kathy? Yeah, Fred said it's straight across from Ben Hill. Oh, I know, right? Michelle D, for sure. Seriously, she is not in her 40s. She was on my panel trying to say that she was my age. I don't think early 40s and mid 60s are really the same, like, age range, really. It's like that's like a generation older than me. It was an old live, very old live. It was very early on when she was referring to herself in third person, and she referred to herself as Kathy or Catherine, Kathy, Cat, something like that. So she probably really is, and my guess is this is her family in the picture, or one of her and one's her sister. But yeah. Yeah, right, Veritas. She did say something like that. Her biggest gripe with PG is when Don asked her about the reward fund. He asked her if she thinks he could receive it. She shut it down and said, "No, you're the parent." He asked her if she thinks he could. Facebook flicking. Well, the one on the right was from my panel. The people that came up there and said that they weren't PG and not related to her in any way. They were up there within minutes of me, or within very short time of me going live. They randomly end up in my chat for somehow. And then right after they're on my panel, PG goes live and there she is with them right on her panel. And she talks with them like they're just besties. And then this guy comes on there that I know is her fucking grandson. That's all over these Facebook pages, which I believe is that younger girl's husband. Yeah, they were all like one big happy family on her panel one day, like acting like, I mean, it was crazy. It was so obvious that they knew each other. No, she's not Denise, you guys. I promise you she's not Denise. I know who Denise is. Denise passed away. I've talked to both of them. Denise had a lot of health problems, and I've seen her on camera, and she had no problem going on camera. And she did talk to Don Wells for a short time, though, and she's the one who said Don looked like he was naked one time when he was video chatting with her, and it made her a little uncomfortable. But she couldn't see anything. But he started telling her that he loved her and stuff, and it like bothered her. And she was like, she was in her upper 60s, and Don was telling her that he was in love with her, and then he was joking around about owing the Mexican mafia $50,000. I'm sure you guys remember that. Sure. Oh, okay. Let me pull that up. Right here. Here it is. Oh, shit. Okay, so you say it is the what timestamp? Hour and 14 minutes. Okay. Okay. Let's switch screens here. Thank you so much. So let's listen.
With the Joneses, and I'm trying to keep up with a lot of other things too. It's just overwhelming. And then this case, well, you all in the chat and you YouTubers, you understand this case. My God, have mercy. And I've been keeping up with that as well. And on the 15th, let me get that, and then could somebody please remind me to go back and remind you guys about I'm going to tell you guys about keeping up with things. So please come back to me, Ziggy, and say, hey, Kathy, you was going to tell us about keeping up with things.
You heard that? Hey, Kathy. You guys heard that? She tells on herself right here, guys. Hey, Kathy.
On the 15th. Let me get that, and then could somebody please remind me to go back and remind you guys about I'm going to tell you guys about keeping up with things. So please come back to me, Ziggy, and say, hey, Kathy, you was going to tell us about keeping up with things.
There you go, guys. It's pretty hard for her. That's from October of 2021. It's pretty hard to deny that. So I still, it's those people that I showed. I believe it's her sister and her family member. And yeah, I'm going to put that in a short. Make sure everybody sees it. Booyah! How can she deny that? Like, what is she gonna say? She won't even address it, I guarantee. Keep trying to unmute, and what the heck? Don, oh yeah, Don called her Kathy, but I didn't know if he was just saying that because everybody else was saying it. You know? Catherine, yep. So yeah, I mean, I could probably end the live there. I mean, honestly, she needs to explain why Catherine Grace. How do you know, Darlene? Josh was saying she was Patricia and that he got that from the Cold Case Foundation. Yeah. See, I'm telling you that Patricia name, I don't know what to think. It's weird. I'm telling you, like, she's using a sister's name or somebody's name. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to clip that and I'll put it in a short so that it's easily accessible. And then maybe you guys could give her the link and have her address it. I'd love to hear what she freaking has to say for this one. But she won't answer it. She won't talk about it. My guess is she's probably going to have these people on her panel again, just randomly end up on her panel. These people she doesn't know, the whole family up there, like a family reunion. It was crazy. She had the whole family up there. It started with those two, and then she all of a sudden, it's like all of them were coming up. You guys remember that? And thank you so much, Luminous, for the Cash App. I really, really appreciate that. Man. I don't know, guys, where this Patricia name comes, but I'm telling you it's important it's somehow related to her. And I don't, PG, Prayer Garden, Patricia Grace, or what's the Patricia, the initial. Also, you know what's weird too? Prayer Garden. That's right. That's Summer. Wasn't Morrison Cemetery where the Prayer Garden was? Or was it somewhere else? I'm pretty sure it was. Wasn't it Morrison Cemetery the prayer garden was set up? And then it's kind of weird that people seem to think she's Kathy Morrison and that there's Morrison Cemetery right across the street from Ben Hill, and pretty sure that's where the Summers, the prayer garden thing was. I have pictures of it and stuff. There is a cemetery behind there, and that's exactly the same area where I ran into the tree trimmers. there's like a church there or something, and behind it there's some kind of cemetery. It kind of is like, yeah, it's got a little cemetery. Oh, Fred said no, they're not the same place. It's not the same. So Morrison Cemetery is not the same place where the prayer garden was. So there goes that theory. All right, guys. We will talk soon.